Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Welcome to the last night of Kartik. I'm sure it's been a spiritually fulfilling month for you all, and I'm sure your vrats have been enriching your spiritual life. So the last night of Kartik, doesn't mean that it's the end here. The Srila Prabhupada's book marathon now begins. So we have so much more to look forward to. Tonight or this evening we have a very special guest to come and share some spiritual katha with us, or Krishna katha. His Grace Vibhu Caitanya Prabhu. Let's give him a round of Haribol! So, Vibhu Caitanya Prabhu is the National Book Distribution Minister, the former temple president of Shri Shri Radha Radhanath, and now the temple president of ISKCON Santon. For those who have joined us on the previous monthly Sankirtan festival, Vibhu Caitanya Prabhu was there with us, and in total 369 books were distributed within 2.5 hours. So let's give a big Haribol! So the program for today is we'll have class by Vibhu Caitanya Prabhu, and it's titled The Impossible Dream. It'll be followed by Gora Arati and Kirtan. And then at 7:20 we will have the singing of Damodar Astakam, and thereafter the offering of lamps to Lord Damodar and Mother Yashoda. And then at 7:45 prasadam will be served. And then for those who still want to offer their lamps, there will be an arati and offering of lamps at 9 p.m. So we'd like to welcome, let's just say Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So I'd like to welcome Vibhu Caitanya Prabhu to the Vyasasan. Thank you.
Shri Shri Radha Radhanath ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Shri Damodar Kartik Mas ki, Hare Krishna, Jai Shri Shri Radha Radhanath. Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari, Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari. Jaya Gopi Janavallabha, Jaya Girivaradari, Jaya Girivaradari. Yashodanandana Praja Jana Ranjana, Yashodanandana Prajajana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Jaya Girivaradari Jaya Girivaradari Yashodanandana Prajajana Ranjana 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 Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Shri Krishna Caitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhaktavrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Caitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhaktavrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Caitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki, Shri Shri Radha Radhanath ki, Shri Shri Radha Madhava ki, Jayam Vishnupad Brahmamsa Pavikrajacharya, Astotram Shri Shrimad, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki, Prem ISKCON Founder Acharya, BBT Founder Srila Prabhupada ki, Prem Jayam Vishnupad Brahmamsa Pavikrajacharya, Astotram Shri Shrimad, His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj ki, Ananta Koti Vaishnavanda ki, Namacharya Shri Haridas Thakur ki, Prem se ko Shri Krishna Caitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhaktivinoda ki, Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gop Gopinath Shamakun Radhakun Giri Govardhana ki, Shri Vrindavan Dhama ki, Shri Mayapur Dhama ki, Shri Jagannathpuri Dhama ki, Gangamai ki, Yamunamai ki, Tulsi Maharani ki, the Lordship Shri Shri Radha Radhanath ki, Shri Shri Radha Radhanath ki, Shri Shri Yashoda Damodar ki, Shri Giriraj Govardhan ki, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki, Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki, Shri Harinam Sankirtan Yagya ki, Transcendental book distribution ki, Transcendental Prasam distribution ki, Shri Shri Damodar Kartik Masa ki, Nitai Gora Pramanande. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. I'm so happy to be in your association once again. And yet at the same time, I'm happy to be back home. But embarrassing to be sitting in front of all my senior devotees who I haven't seen for such a long time. Seva Kunj Prabhu, Advaita Acharya Prabhu, Mother Shri Murti Mataji, Sukumari Mataji. My obeisances to each and every one of you all. I'm really happy to be back home. And it's said that the only reason to leave Sri Vrindavan Dham is to tell others about Sri Vrindavan Dham. That's the only reason to leave the Dham. But the only reason to leave the lotus feet of Shri Shri Radha Radhanaths is to go and tell everyone else about their glories. And this is what we're trying to do. They are posted in some outposts called Johannesburg. And all we're trying to do is bring more people to Shri Shri Radha Radhanath's lotus feet. So that's all we're trying to do. So Shri Shri Radha Radhanath ki. Again, really, really happy to be in your association. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurumritam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Caitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamani Hari Priye Vanchakalpa Triyascha Kripa Sindhu Bevacha Patitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Caitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. To the Supreme Controller, who possesses an eternal form of blissful knowledge, whose glistening earrings swing to and fro, who manifested himself in Gokul, who stole the butter that the gopis kept hanging from the rafters of the storeroom, and who then quickly jumped and ran into retreat in fear of Mother Yashoda, but was ultimately caught. To that Supreme Lord, Shri Damodar, I offer my humble obeisances. I pray that everyone had a very blissful Kartik, and it's described in Bhagavad Gita that of all months of the year, Krishna describes to Arjuna that he is Magha Shira, the months of November, December. In our Vedic calendar, our lunar calendar, each month has a different name. So Krishna says he is Margashira, the month of November and December. But if we say that Krishna is Margashira, why is it so important, and why are we calling this Damodar month, October, November, the most auspicious month? We are calling it the most auspicious month because that precedes Krishna's month, that precedes Krishna, that is always more merciful, and that is always more compassionate, and that's what really where the mercy lies, in that person who's gaining the attention of the all attractive personality, and that is Srimati Radharani. So just like how we say Shri Radha Nath, Shri Radha Shama Sundar, the Radha comes before the Radhanath. That Radha becomes before the Shama Sundar or Madan Mohan or whatever the whatever Radha and Krishna is. That is the most auspicious. So this is why this month of Kartik is so auspicious. Because whatever one does, whatever spiritual activity one does in this month is multiplied hundreds of times. There's just so much of mercy flowing. In this month, devotees were abstaining from so many different types of sense gratification. Devotees were getting more serious, more spiritual. They were becoming more Krishna conscious. Because Kartik is that month where we try to fix the things that sometimes go sideward, and we're trying to bring it back to pure Krishna consciousness. We try to rise early in the month of Kartik. We try to totally absorb our mind and senses in Krishna consciousness only by taking Krishna prasadam, only by absorbing ourselves in spiritual literature, only by attending, coming to the temple as often as we can. This is what Kartik, we try to do in Kartik. Try to fix the wrongs in our spiritual lives. Because our practice may not be perfect, but these holy days, these auspicious days, they give us some impetus to get back on the right path. And when we come back, and when we use these months of Kartik to come back to that pure consciousness, to pure spirit, to a pure spiritual practice, then we are praying that whatever we were doing, that it extends for the entire year until the next Kartik or the next festival. Yes, some of us weren't having any chocolate during the month. Some of us weren't watching television during the month. Some of us weren't eating soya in the month as well. Some of us were refraining from gossip and so many different things in this month of Kartik. We were even wearing dhoti as many times, or saris as many times as we can. We were decorating our bodies with tilak, not only on our foreheads, but 12 parts of the body. It was just so enlivening to be in this pure Krishna conscious state, because it is so easy in this material world to be distracted. It is so easy in this material world to be distracted. There's so many different things going on which are so enlivening for our senses. Oh, this sports match. Ooh, I have to watch it. Or this war, or this movie that just came out on Netflix. It all sounds so good. But Prabhu, you don't understand, Prabhu. It's so hard outside there, maintaining a family. It's so challenging to go to work and to deal with my boss. I can't wait to go home today, because today is time for Netflix and chill. And I have this Lindt chocolate in my fridge that I've been waiting 30 days to honor. I even fasted Bhishma Panchak, Prabhu. But this is where we go back to our old habits. But what we're really trying to develop in this month of Kartik, we are trying to develop good spiritual habits, and we're hoping that it will last us the entire year. All of us need doses of medicine sometimes. This medicine, the spiritual medicine, is the association of devotees. The spiritual medicine is trying to chant this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra attentively without any offensives. This medicine is trying to take only Krishna Prasad. This is what we're trying to do. Create this atmosphere, this spiritual atmosphere, just like the atmosphere that is created in Vrindavan. Because Vrindavan is a really, really special place. It's such a special place that most of Krishna's pastimes that we are celebrating here in this month of Kartik, Rasa Purnima, this Damodar pastime, Govardhan Puja, even Prabhupada's disappearance day, all of it emanate from Vrindavan. Very, very special place, the Sri Vrindavan. And this pastime is so important. This Damodar pastime is so important that it happened on the day of Diwali, but yet we celebrated it the entire month by reciting the Damodar Astakam. We absorbed ourselves so much in this pastime that this is why it is so important. So it's described that on this day of Diwali, Mother Yashoda, who has hundreds of maid servants to assist her with different chores around the palace of Nanda Maharaj, she gave her coward girls or the maid servants, she gave them a day off. It's Diwali, but being Diwali, there was a big Indra Puja that happens the day after Diwali. So she gave everyone the time off to go and prep for the next day's celebration. And she was thinking, while I have some time, I'm going to prepare the best of milk products for my Krishna. So she arose very early that morning, and it said that Mother Yashoda, when she woke up, she put her best yellow sari on. This sari was so yellow that it was the color of lightning. She decorated herself with all these malika type flowers, and she was there getting this yogurt, trying to churn this yogurt into butter. So as she was churning this yogurt into butter, she had another pot of milk boiling on the stove. And this was very special milk. Nanda Maharaj, yes, had 800,000 cows. 800,000 cows. And from these 800,000 cows, Mother Yashoda took the 8 best cows from them. The 8 best cows from the 800,000 cows, and she personally, she grew the grass on the banks of Giriraj, of Govardhan. And when the grass was a certain height, after watering it, she would call these 8 cows to come and graze on that grass. And when they grazed on the grass, she then milked them, and she produced a very special type of milk called Padma Ganda. Padma means lotus, and Ganda means nicely fragrant. So lotus-like milk, milk that is scented like a lotus flower. We cannot get that anywhere here. Not even Woolworths, not even Checkers 60, whatever we try, that Padma Ganda, very fragrant type milk. And because it's grown on the banks of Giriraj, of Govardhan, whoever eats this grass will never get any ill health or any disease for the rest of that person's life. This is how sacred this grass is. So she then prepared it, and she's going through all of this and this extra endeavor because she's always getting complaints from the neighbors. She's getting complaints that, oh, you are the king and queens of Vrindavan here. You are managing 800,000 cows and producing so many different types of milk products, sandesh and different types of yogurt and butter and ghee. But why is your little Krishna coming into our house and breaking into our storehouse and stealing our milk products? Are you not producing good quality food stuff for your son? So Mother Yashoda was thinking, no, cannot be. My son? My son will never do such a thing. So she was putting extra effort into this preparation on this day of Diwali. And as she was doing this, she was just in so much of transcendental bliss. It said that her hands were decorated with beautiful bangles. And as she was churning this yogurt into butter, she was starting to sing the glories of Lord Krishna. All of his baby pastimes, all of his different qualities. She was just flowing in ecstasy that she even started producing milk from her breast. This is what she was feeling, just so much of love for Krishna. And as this beautiful bangles were making this beautiful sound, ching, 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 just like a pair of cartels. And she was singing Krishna's glories. And when he heard this, Krishna was in the room next door. He was just an infant, but when he heard this, he was immediately he was awoken by the love of his purest devotee. Immediately he was awoken by Mother Yashoda's love. As we take one step towards Krishna, Krishna takes 100 steps towards you. So he was immediately called to Mother Yashoda. So he crawled to Mother Yashoda's, into the kitchen to Mother Yashoda's room, and while she was busy, he pulled on Mother Yashoda's sari, on Mother Yashoda's yellow sari, pulling it, demanding attention. That yes, I am hungry now, please feed me. Please feed me. So Mother Yashoda immediately said, yes, this is my sole duty to take care of my child. She immediately left whatever she was busy with. The pot of milk was boiling on the stove. She left the yogurt, she was churning into butter. And then she went into the room next door. And in the room next door, she started feeding Krishna. And Krishna was just tasting the love of Mother Yashoda. He was just so happy. So happy drinking this pure nectar. But as he was drinking this pure nectar, there was someone or something that wasn't so happy like Krishna. He wasn't happy at all. Now in Vrindavan, everything is animate. Everything is animate and you have a relationship with everything. Krishna has a relationship with everything. But there was this pot of milk. This pot of milk was so excited in the morning. Padma Ganda milk, lotus fragrant milk, was so excited that yes, I'm finally going to be pleasing the Supreme Personality of Godhead. I'm finally, after years and years of pious activity and devotional service, I am going to serve Krishna. And here he is, that he cannot serve Krishna anymore. Because Mother Yashoda took Krishna to the room next door, and Mother Yashoda is breastfeeding Krishna, and Krishna is fully satisfied. So this pot of milk is thinking, what can I do? What can I do? I wasted my entire life. This was my only chance for devotional service, and now it is gone. I have nothing else in my life. I have no one else to satisfy. I am just going to take my own life. So the pot started boiling over. It started boiling over and it took its own life. And when Mother Yashoda heard the sound, she immediately left Krishna. She immediately left Krishna to go and tend to the pot of milk that just boiled over. And as she ran there, she didn't even think that, Krishna was feeding and I just left him. She was just so distracted by this pot of milk that she ran to the kitchen and she started cleaning up. But Krishna was thinking, who does this devotee think she is? I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead. What can be more important? And to show this, he puts his teeth over his lips to show his anger. To show his anger. He starts biting his lips. But then Krishna thought that I know where the storehouse is. I know where the butter storehouse is. And I will go and I will relish that butter and yogurt and all these different types of milk products. So Krishna takes a stick, it breaks into the storehouse. And as he breaks into the storehouse, it's all these clay pots are all hanging from the rafters. Because they know that if they keep it on the ground, Krishna will get to it. So they kept it high. So what did Krishna do? He took one of these wooden grinding mortars. He managed to turn it around. He climbed on top of it. And there he took his stick and he cracked open this pot of butter. And he started relishing it. But Krishna also thought that in my previous incarnation as Ram, the monkey army helped me so much. They helped me so much. They helped me defeat Ravana's army. And I have nothing to repay them back with. So why don't I call them? So he called all his monkey and bird friends and he called them all into the storehouse and he started a food for life. He started feeding each and every monkey and they were just relishing it. They performed some service to him as Lord Ram and you were thinking, they didn't want any reward. They were his pure representatives. But here he is. Here he is doing food for life with Padma Ganda milk. It's very expensive, very expensive milk. He's doing this food for life. And Mother Yashoda was thinking, oh, it is just so quiet. Where is Krishna? He was making some noise, he was crying, but where is Krishna? So as she decides, let me go and check on him, she decides to pick up a stick because she sees Krishna is not in the room next door. So she goes and she follows that lotus-like footprints and she knew exactly where he's gone. And there Krishna is standing there in this beautiful baby form with his hair cascading down to his shoulders with all sorts of flowers decorating it. And he's there with his earrings and he's looking at the reflection of these clay pots because he knows that Mother Yashoda is about to pounce on him. He knows that she's coming. And he's shivering. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, who fear personified is afraid of, is there quivering. Because he knows that Mother Yashoda is about to catch him red-handed. So as he's distributing this, he's thinking, what shall I do? What shall I do? It's described in another pastime, not related to this, but in another pastime when Krishna and Balaram, when they broke into the storehouse, they were distributing they were relishing with their coward boyfriends. They were relishing all this butter and yogurt. But this time, Nanda Maharaj and Mother Yashoda, they put all of these bells around the clay pots as an alarm system. Very sophisticated. So if you move the clay pot, the bells will sound. So they were thinking what to do. So as I said, in Vrindavan, everything is animate. So as they went closer to these clay pots, they told the clay pots, Shishi Radha Radhanath Ki. They told the bells rather, please do not make any sound. Do not make any sound, because if you make any sound, we are going to be caught red-handed. So as they had an agreement with the bell and Krishna and Balaram, so as they lifted up the pot, they started relishing this butter, Padma Ganda butter, just dropping into their lotus-like mouths. And as they were doing this, the bell started sounding. Krishna and Balaram looked at the bell and said, I thought we had a deal. What's going on? What is happening? Why are you sounding your bell? They said, oh, it said in the Vedas that whenever you honoring Bhoga, my lord, we should ring the bell. So this is the pastime. Krishna and Balaram had this. But on this occasion, he was just so afraid that Mother Yashoda was coming. And there he sees Mother Yashoda's reflection. And the monkeys and the birds who were relishing this, they escaped. They went through the doors. They went through the window. They just made it. They got out. And there Krishna was alone with Mother Yashoda. But somehow or the other, by his mystic potencies, he managed to escape Mother Yashoda. And Krishna was then running for his dear life. Krishna was running and running and running and running, and Mother Yashoda, she was trying to catch him and catch him and catch him. And as she's running for her life, she's trying with so much of endeavor to catch the Supreme Personality of Godhead. As she's trying to do this, her sari is loosening. And she's trying to catch that Supreme Personality of Godhead, who you can see his lotus feet as it's lifting up from the ground, which is like pinkish in color. But as it reaches the ground, it becomes darker and darker. And then it lifts, it becomes pink, and then goes darker. So she's seeing this beautiful form. She's seeing that beautiful lotus, lotus-like eyes. She's seeing that nose, which is like a sesame seed flower. Those lips are like the ripish bimba fruit. And those teeth are like rows of pearls. He has this hair that is cascading down to his shoulders, which is like the texture of a crow's feathers and very silky in texture. This is what Mother Yashoda is seeing. But Krishna is so fearful that he's crying. And these tears are messing up his mascara, his kajal, which is running down. It said that on Krishna's beautiful moon-like face, Krishna's face is like hundreds of full moons rising all at the same time. Really effulgent personality, the all-attractive personality. But that all-attractive personality is now crying. And as he's crying, it looks like a highway on his cheeks, with the kajal mixing with the tears rolling down his cheeks, fearful of his life. And as he's doing this, Mother Yashoda is on the other side, desperately trying to catch Krishna, but she can't catch Krishna. Who can capture the Supreme Personality of Godhead? Only his devotees can. Only his devotees. And as she's doing this, there's these flowers. The sari is loosened already. These flowers are now falling to the ground. Srila Vaishnava Chakravarti Thakur says that these flowers were thinking, oh, she is about to catch Krishna. She is about to catch Krishna. We are adding extra weight on her body. If we lighten her load, maybe she can go that 100th of a second quicker and faster. She was thinking that. And the other side of the flowers, the other side of the head, they were thinking, oh, she's about to capture Krishna, and we don't want to be part of this conspiracy. He's going to blame us that we were part of it. So then, these flowers fall down. And there she goes on, trying to capture the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Running and running and running and running. Krishna's running for his dear life, trying to capture her darling Krishna. Yashoda Nandana Praja Janaran Jana. Yashoda Nandana Prajajana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Janavalabha Jaya Girivaradari Jaya Girivaradari Yashoda Nandana Prajajana Ranjana 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 Jamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Shri Yashoda Damodar Ki. So as Mother Yashoda is running for her dear life, trying to catch the Supreme Personality of Godhead, her darling Krishna, Krishna finally surrenders, noticing that yes, my devotee is endeavoring and I should reciprocate with her. And as she's trying to capture Krishna, she immediately takes that stick that she had in her hand and she throws it away. Prabhupada says that when we're trying to discipline children, we should never use the stick on them, but rather we should try just to show them as an act of discipline. Yes, Rupa Vilas Prabhu. So this is what Mother Yashoda did. She threw the stick away and she was able to finally catch Krishna. But what do you do now? You've captured the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Everything that you've been working for, you finally have Krishna within your hands. You have that all-attractive personality who resides in your heart all that every moment. What does she do? She was only thinking about the big Indra Puja the next day. That I have so much of chores. And what will I do if Krishna is running around? He may hurt himself. There's so many cows and bulls that are running around. There's so many monkeys that are just everywhere. Krishna may injure himself. So, why don't I tie Krishna up? There's this wooden grinding mortar that we use for churning yogurt into butter. Let me tie Krishna up. So she found some rope that they usually use for the calves, to tie up the calves. She found that rope and she tried to bind Krishna, but it was 2 fingers too short. She gathered all the other rope within Nanda Maharaja's courthouse and courtyard. She tied it all together, and still it was 2 fingers too short. Mother Yashoda then goes and she calls the neighbors to come as quickly as possible and bring as many ropes as you can. Just bring whatever ropes as you can and let us try to tie up Krishna. Yes, she sent up a WhatsApp broadcast. She tried, she put it on our SSRT WhatsApp channel. Please subscribe to that. So she tried to bind Krishna. The neighbors came, they tied up all of these ropes, and still it was 2 fingers too short. The entire village came with all of their ropes. The neighboring villages all came, they tied all of these ropes together, and yet it was still 2 fingers too short. How can we capture that supreme personality of Godhead? How can we capture that supreme personality of Godhead, who here is just a darling little boy of Mother Yashoda? And here he is also in his other incarnations, in his other different energies. He is that Mahavishnu. From him, all these different types of universes are being created, and then within a flash it's being destroyed, all at the same time. This is Krishna, this is Mahavishnu, and here we are trying to bind him. It became a festival of ropes, and they just couldn't bind the Supreme Personality of Godhead, always falling short by these 2 fingers. This finger of mercy and this finger of endeavor. And finally, Krishna, when he sees the endeavor of his devotees, he became merciful and he was able to be bound up. So this is how Mother Yashoda and the residents of Vrindavan captured the Supreme Personality of Godhead. They captured the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And with that, Mother Yashoda was then able to go and continue with their pastimes. So this is one of the pastimes that it's so important that we are celebrating it for the entire month. This entire month of Damodar is just around this specific pastime. This pastime where we're learning to endeavor more for the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but at the same time, we are trying to get the mercy. Yes, by offering a lamp, we are offering our hearts to Krishna, to this form of Yashoda Damodar. Offering 1 lamp is like offering 100 lamps. It's this bhakti sale that is going on. But the sale doesn't end today, devotees. The sale doesn't end today, but because the more we endeavor in this process of bhakti yoga, the more we endeavor in this process of Krishna consciousness, the more mercy we will get. Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu, who is none other than Radha and Krishna combined, is coming to the marketplace. And when he's coming to the marketplace, there's so many different vendors selling different types of fruit stuffs and so many different types of food stuff at this market, and all going at a specific price. But when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes with his cart, with his goods, he unveils his goods, and you see this beautiful nectar. This nectar that just, these fruits that have no seed, it has no skin, it is just pure nectar dripping. And he comes and everyone's thinking, wow, he has the most expensive stock on the market. He has the most expensive goods on the market. It must be going to be costing us a fortune. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes there and he says, no, it is free. And he starts giving out this nectar of love of Godhead. He's just giving it out freely. And as people are relishing this nectar, it's dripping into their mouths, they are thinking, oh, but what about the second one? Will he charge us double the price? Will he charge us double the price for the second fruit? And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, no. The second one is also free. But there is one condition, that the fruit that you are eating now, you have to distribute it. And the more fruits you distribute, the more you will receive. The more fruits you will distribute, the more you will receive. And this is what we are trying to do under the direction of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who has come and given us so much of nectar. He's given us this nectar of Krishna consciousness. He's given us this nectar of devotee association. He has given this nectar of His transcendental books. He's given us the nectar of prasadam. So much He's giving us the nectar of trying to go back home to Godhead in this lifetime. This is what Prabhupada has given us. It said that Prabhupada didn't want to come into this material world. And Krishna said, please go to the material world. And Prabhupada said, no. Krishna then came again and he said, please go to this material world and at least translate these books into the common language. And then Prabhupada said, Krishna had forced my arm. And then he came. He came for the special purpose and the special mission to give out this transcendental literature. And now, because of the glorious devotees all around the world, there is one book being distributed every 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Boom! A book has just been distributed somewhere across the world. So this is all through Prabhupada's potencies. In the early 70s, the devotees were just giving out magazines and small little booklets. They didn't think that it was possible. The first book marathon started when the devotees went to a filling station to fill up the gas in their car, and they didn't have any money to pay. And they gave some books, and the guy gave them some petrol. And they thought, wow, okay, let's try this. And it just carried on. In 1972, it was the Christmas, unofficial, because they never knew about the Christmas marathon. They went out on book distribution and they went till midnight, till after midnight. 12 hours on the street distributing Prabhupada's books. In 3 days, they distributed 17,000 literatures. In 3 days. In 3 days. And then it spread all over the world. It spread all over the world that yes, we can do these Krishna books, we can do this nectar of devotions, these Bhagavad Gitas. People are hungry for them. So wherever there was some gathering, there was a rock concert, the devotees were there. There was some market taking place, the devotees were there. There was Christmas shopping going on, the devotees were there. They even went to the airports. People were going to the airports and they were finding out, oh, I just saw you in Chicago and now I'm in LA. How is this possible? You guys are everywhere. Yes, the Hare Krishnas were everywhere giving out this literature. And the movement was spreading like wildfire. At the same time, Prabhupada was building temples and buying palaces in Europe and different types of castles and chateaus, all solely through book distribution. Our ISKCON movement is built on book distribution. Devotees going out and giving this transcendental literature out. So much so that it would just give Prabhupada so much of life. The Prabhupada would say, these Sankirtan scores are giving me life. And they became so fired up, the devotees, by putting a smile to Prabhupada's face. They would ask Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada would ask them, where are my books going? You are distributing at the airports. Oh, Prabhupada, our books are going to Russia. He said, Russia? He said, they don't allow me to go behind the Iron Curtain, but my books are going behind the Iron Curtain. Just see the potency of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Just see the potency of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this is what we can do, devotees. This is what we can do. more than offering a lamp now, is trying to distribute these transcendental literatures. And it's not difficult at all, devotees. Wherever you're traveling for the holidays, whoever you're visiting, just forget the book on the table, forget the book in the plane, and just walk away. Somebody will find it. Somebody will find it, because these books are non-different from Krishna. So I encourage you all to try to do some book distribution. Try it out. The devotees will be going weekly out on Sankirtan. The devotees will be going out in groups. The devotees will be traveling to different parts of the country. They'll be visiting marketplaces and shopping malls. They'll have tables. Just be part of it. Because Prabhupada said simply by thinking about book distribution is equals to liberation. Just by thinking about it. So please, in some way or the other, this temple has set a goal this year for 15,000 books. Last year the temple set a goal for 10,000 books, and because of all the devotees' help, we managed it. And this year it is 15,000 books. And I'm sure if everyone does a little, we can do it. We can do it. We must do it for the pleasure of Prabhupada. He's given us so much, and how will we repay him? So please think of it, how to give out more books. Srila Prabhupada's Transcendental Book Distribution Ki. Priya Kishori Mataji.
Thank you very much, Vibhu Caitanya Prabhu. I'm sure we are all feeling very enlivened after that class. Before I go to the announcements, may I please ask everyone just to move a little closer, as we'd like the devotees standing in the back to make their way to the temple room. So, as fast as we can. Thank you. So, just a few announcements, devotees. Vibhu Caitanya Prabhu has nicely introduced Srila Prabhupada's book marathon. And this year, our goal is 15,008. As well as 1,808 Bhagavad Gitas. So the book marathon will officially start tomorrow. We will be at Srila Prabhupada's altar after the program, so if you'd like to register, we have made the book marathon as easy as possible for anyone to get involved with. For kids, we'd like to have a 20-book challenge. You can go solo, where you can just get a pack of books and distribute at your leisure. You can team up with a few friends and make it a fun outing, as well as support spiritual learning. There's a lot of seminars that are being done, like Smita Krishna Prabhu, Ranga Mataji. They do a lot of these seminars where these books are required, so you're welcome to contribute towards that. As well as for those seasoned book distributors who are feeling, you can't go out that much this year, we please urge you to help us to train devotees who are interested in doing book distribution. We also have books on Take-A-Lot and exclusive books at the airport and Lelusha Mall. So wherever you see Srila Prabhupada's books, please try to support the devotees in that endeavor. Yes, so the other announcement that Vibhu Caitanya Prabhu has also mentioned is the temple communication has now changed from a WhatsApp broadcast to a WhatsApp channel. And for those who are on the broadcast, this message was sent on the 19th of November, where a link to the channel has been posted. However, if you would like to get connected, you can come see me at the back, and I'll share that link with you. Also, a big round of applause and a big Haribol to all the volunteers who have been a part of the Kartik program, whether it's the Kartik truck, whether it's handing out lamps, prasadam distribution. So let's give everyone a big round of applause. Haribol! So thank you very much. Just a few logistic announcements. So while the Damodar Astakam is being sung, you are welcome to come and offer your lamp. However, we urge you to please leave your lamp at the back where a table is set up, and please leave some space for the person to offer their lamp. Yes, so we'd like to end our program here, and there'll be prasadam. Vibhu Chaitanya Prabhu, would you like to say something?
So I just got a request from Alanath Prabhu now. We're going to offer lamps now, but there is a part 2 to the class of Krishna bringing down these 2 Yamala Arjun trees. So I know it's a Monday night, so devotees can offer their lamps and go for prasad, but those devotees who want to stay after lamps, then we can do part 2 at 8 o'clock. So it's your choice. No, we're not forcing you, but prasadam will be served at 7:45, and then those who want to stay for class we'll take later then. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Thank you, Vibhu Chaitanya Prabhu. And we have book packs at Srila Prabhupada's altar that are selling for 50 Rand each. So if you'd like to take a gift for a friend or family member, please see me at the back. And those who are at Vibhu Chaitanya Prabhu's Part 2 class, we have 5 sponsored Bhagavad Gita. So if you'd like a free Bhagavad Gita, sponsored by Cookie Mataji, that will be starting off our marathon. Please see us then. All glory to Srila Prabhupada. Shri Shri Radha Radhanath ki jai.
Shri Shri Radha Radhanath ki, Shri Shri Radha Damodar ki, Shri Shri Yashoda Damodar ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. Namamishwaram Sachit Anandarupam Lasat Kundalam Gokul Librajamanam. Everybody, Namamishwaram. Yashodhabhiyoluka ladhavamanam Baram ristam atyanta todrutya gopya. I don't know. Rudanta muhurnetra yugmam rijanta Garam bhuja yugmena shatanka netra. Mohushwasa kampatri rekhanka kanta Stita grivam damoda rambhakti bada. Iti drikshva leela bhed ananda kunde Sagusham nimajantam akyapayanta. Ananda kunde Sagusham nimajantam akyapayanta. तादिये सीता येषु भक्ते जितात्वां पुनः प्रेमातस्तं स तावृत्ति वन्दे वरं देवा मोक्षं न मोक्षं वदिं वा नाच्यन्यं व्रीणे हंवारे सदपिहा इदं देवा पूर्णाता गोपालबालम् सदा मे मनस्य वीर आस्तं किमन्ये इदं ते मुखं भोजम् अत्यन्तनीलाय वृत्तं कुन्तालय स्निग्धा रक्तस्य गोप्या मुहुशुम्बितं बिम्बा रक्तधरं मे मनस्य वीरास्तमालं लक्ष्यलाभे नमो देवा दामोदरानन्त विष्णु प्रसीद प्रभो दुःखा जलब्धिमग्न कृपादृष्टिविष्याति दीनं बतानु गृहाणि श्याममज्ञम् यद्यक्षिदृष्टे कुवीरात्मा जो बाधा मूर्ते वयाद्वात् त्वयमुचितो भक्ति भजो कृतो च तत प्रेमा भक्तिं स्वा कामे प्रयाचा नमुक् शीघ्राहो मेस्ति दामोदरेहा प्रेमा भक्तिं स्वा नमस्ते सुदाम्ने स्फुरादीप्तिदाम्ने त्वादियोदारायता विश्वस्य दाम्ने नमस्ते सुदाम्ने स्फुरादीप्तिदाम्ने त्वादियोदारायता विश्वस्य दाम्ने नमो राधिकाय त्वा धियप्रियाय नमो नन्दलीलाय देवाय तुभ्या नमो राधिकाय त्वा देयप्रियाय नमो नन्तालीलाय देवाय तुभ्यम् नमो राधिकाय त्वा देयप्रियाय नमो नन्तालीलाय देवाय तुभ्यम् Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Everybody Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Oh Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Everybody please clap your hands. Hare Krishna. Yeah. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo. Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Nitya Gauranga Jaya, Nitya Gauranga, Nitya Gauranga Jaya, Nitya Gauranga, Nitya Gauranga Jaya, Nitya Gauranga, Nitya Gauranga Jaya, Nitya Gauranga. Gora 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 Hare, Gora 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 Hare, Gora 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 Hare, Nityananda Ram Jai Nityananda Ram, Nityananda Ram Jai Nityananda Ram, Krishna Balaram Jai Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram Jai Krishna Balaram, Radhe Shyam Bolo Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam Bolo Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam Bolo Radhe Shyam, Nitya Gauranga Jaya Nitya Gauranga, Nitya Gauranga Jaya Nitya Gauranga, Gora 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 Hare, Gora 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 Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Shri Radha Radha Nath ki, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavan. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavan. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavan. Shri Govinda Gopi Nata Madana Moha. Shri Govinda Gopi Nata Madana Moha. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavan. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavan. Jai Radhe, Jai Krishna, Jai Vrindavan. Shri Govinda, Gopinath, Madana Mohan. Shri Govinda, Gopinath, Madana Mohan. Shama Kunda, Radha Kunda, Giri Govardhan. Shama Kunda, Radha Kunda, Giri Govardhan. Kalindi Jamuna, Jaya Jaya Mahava. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Damodar, Radha Damodar Radhe. Jaya Radha Damodar, Radha Damodar Radhe. Jaya Radhe Radhe, Jaya Radhe Radhe, Jaya Shri Radhe, Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Radha, Radhanath Radha, Radhanath Radhe. Jaya Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan. Jaya Gora Hari, Jaya Gora Hari, Gora Hari, Jaya Gora Hari. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Everybody please put your hands in the air. Nitya Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Shri Shri Radha Radhanath ki jai. Shri Giriraj Govardhan ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So devotees, the mercy does not end here. We have our part 2 of our Kartik edition because we don't want this night to end. So Vibhu Caitanya Prabhu will continue with the Damodar pastime. So Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So devotees, the line for the prasadam queue is really long. By the time we finish, you'll get prasad, don't worry. So if you can, please come as close as possible. Bring up a chair. You'll just too far away. It looks like the ocean and everyone's on the horizon. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. O Lord Damodar, in your form as a baby, Mother Yashoda bound you to the grinding stone with a rope for tying cows. You then freed the sons of Kuvera, Manigriva and Nalukuvera, who were cursed to stand as trees, and you gave them a chance to become your devotees. Please bless me in the same way. I have no desire for liberation into your effulgence. As we briefly spoke about, Krishna was tied by Mother Yashoda's love. Krishna was bound by Mother Yashoda's love. And as he was bound by Mother Yashoda's love, Krishna had no option. That everything Krishna does is for a particular reason. And the reason Krishna does this is to please his devotees, his pure representatives. So as Mother Yashoda made her way back to carry on with the household duties, preparing for the Indra Puja, Krishna was tied to this wooden grinding mortar and trying to escape. And then he sees these two Yamala Arjun trees. And as he sees these two trees, Krishna thinks, okay, this is the time. So he goes in between these two trees and he pulls the wooden grinding mortar so hard that it gets stuck between these two trees, and then these two trees, which are really tall, it comes falling down to the ground, shattering the land. It's actually said that the entire earth was shaking when these trees came down. So it made a huge sound. But out of these two trees, these two very effulgent personalities appear. These two sons of Kuvera. So we understand that these two sons of Kuvera, Kuvera obviously is the demigod of finance. He's the guy in charge of treasury. So as his children were brought up in his lineage, they became very proud because they had lots of wealth. And with the wealth comes pride. And they were sporting in a river. And then a sage, Narada Muni, comes through the place. And they were basically partying with all sorts of girls. And as they were doing this, the girls saw Narada Muni and they covered themselves out of respect for that personality. But these two sons of Kuvera, they carried on taking some intoxication. They were enjoying themselves. This is in the heavenly planets. Enjoying themselves. And they saw Narada Muni. They just carried on as normal. They gave him no respect. It said that when one sees a sannyas, one should immediately offer obeisances. If you do not offer obeisances, then you should fast for the entire day. So they had no respect. They were brought up with this culture, but yet because of the intoxication, they forgot it. They forgot everything. So Narada Muni, being a sage, he cursed them. He cursed them, and he cursed them to take birth in the courthouse of Nanda Maharaj. But I'm not saying sages should do this, but when sages curse you, it is actually a blessing. Why is it a blessing? Because if we didn't give them some instruction, they would have continued with their misdemeanors. They would have continued taking some type of intoxication. They would continue being naked in a river. They would continue partying. And he needed to teach them a lesson. So he cursed them to take birth as these two trees. But as I said, it wasn't really a curse, but a blessing. Now, Srila Jiva Goswami, he gives a different interpretation about this. And Jiva Goswami, he gives this interpretation in the Gopal Champu, a very descriptive book. And what happens in the Gopal Champu, he describes the beauty of Vrindavan. He describes the beauty of Govardhan Hill. And he says in Govardhan, they have all of these champak trees surrounded Govardhan Hill. And these champak trees then sway in the wind. And as it's swaying in the wind, it's actually not being swayed in the wind, but it's actually Govardhan offering an arti to Lord Krishna. Or the tree offering an arti to Krishna. Just floating, these champaks floating in the air like offering an arti. He describes the beauty of Govardhan with all these different types of caves and waterfalls, just not of water, but of different types of nectar, different types of juices, different types of milkshakes, all within Govardhan. He then describes the courthouse of Nanda Maharaj. And the courthouse of Nanda Maharaj is so special that every day in the courthouse of Nanda Maharaj in the spiritual world, they are having Krishna Katha. So they have a platform and everything is nicely, beautifully decorated with different types of jewels and different types of rubies and sapphires. Really is sparkling. And then everyone gets nicely dressed up. Krishna and Balaram and the coward boys and the coward girls, Mother Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj, they all come into the courthouse. And they're coming for some theatre. They're coming and then there's these two narrators or these two actors. And what do they start doing? They start reciting the entire pastimes of Krishna when he came here into 5,000 years ago. They start describing all these different pastimes of how Putana came. And Putana came and she tried to breastfeed Krishna, but her breast was smeared with poison and Krishna almost died. But Krishna sucked out the life of her and Krishna was victorious. So she starts with all Trinavrata coming, the Shakadasura, the cart demon. They are describing this every single day. And when time is up, what do they say? Please come back tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes, everyone gets nicely dressed again. They come into the courthouse of Nanda Maharaj and Mother Yashoda. The cows are there, the coward boys are there, the gopis are there. Everyone's there. And they continue with these pastimes. So then these two narrators, they give very sarcastic or very sneaky type of comments as they are describing Krishna's pastimes. For example, the Maharaj Vasudev Maharaj Vasudev is concerned. He has a deep concern that in a few days' time, there'll be an eclipse. And during this eclipse, it's considered very inauspicious. Very inauspicious. So what does he decide to do with the reference of the Brahmanas? They decide to have a big yagya in Kurukshetra. Kurukshetra is a place of worship. So let's have a Maha Yagya to counteract all this negative influence of the eclipse and all the inauspiciousness. So they build up a big Yagya Kund with different types of levels at different places. It said that it was so big that you had to take an elevator to go to the different parts. And then Sningakanta and Madhukanta says, they say, what is Vasudev trying to do? What is Vasudev trying to do? He's trying to counteract the inauspiciousness of the eclipse. But why does he have to do that? He has Mr. Auspiciousness next to him as his son, Krishna. Why do you have to do this yagya? Krishna is there, he can counteract any inauspiciousness. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So these are the comments that they pass. Then Devaki, she found out that Krishna brought back the children of his spiritual master. He brought back the children. So she goes to him and says, you know, you are the eighth child, my eighth child, and Kamsa killed the other 6 children of mine. As soon as they were born, he smashed them onto a rock and he killed them. So, can you please bring back my 6 children? So Sningakanta and Madhukanta, they look at each other again and why? Why bring back the 6 children of Devaki when you have Krishna and Balaram as your children? What is the use? What is the use to have any other children when you have Krishna and Balaram? So these are the comments Sningakanta and Madhukanta keep on describing. And then they come to this very pastime of how Krishna dragged this wooden grinding mortar in between these 2 trees. The trees make a big sound and these 2 personalities came back. And then they go on to describe that yes, these are the 2 sons of Kuvera. And because Krishna killed those 2 trees or brought down the trees, they got liberation. Oh, they got liberation. Not liberation back to the heavenly planets, but no, they got liberation into the spiritual world. So Nanda Maharaj stands up and Nanda Maharaj says, liberation to the spiritual world? Which part of the spiritual world? The spiritual world is 3/4 of the entire creation. 1/4 is this material world. It's a very tiny place, this material world. 1 mustard seed amongst a bag full of mustard seeds. But the spiritual world is 3/4, and within the spiritual world is the Vaikuntha planets. A place of no birth, a place of no death, no old age, no disease. A place of no suffering. It is Vaikuntha. It's Vaikuntha, place of no anxiety. Not like the material world where it said it's Kunta, anxiety, place of anxiety. This is Vaikuntha, no anxiety. And within that there is the topmost planet, which is Goloka Vrindavan. The place where Krishna is having these intimate pastimes with his close associates. His father, his mother, his friends, his brother, his coward girlfriends. He is having intimate pastimes with all of this. This is like a lotus flower, and within that center of the lotus flower is this Goloka Vrindavan. So Nanda Maharaj stands up and says, oh, you say they got liberation into the spiritual world? Where about in the spiritual world? This is Goloka Vrindavan. Oh, they are right here in Goloka Vrindavan? Let us receive them. Let us welcome these 2 sons of Kuvera. Because of Narada Muni's blessings, they are here. Lord Krishna fulfilled the words. Shri Radha Radhanath Ki. Lord Krishna fulfills the words of his devotees. His devotees cursed him and now he's fulfilling that words. He gave them darshan. Where are they? We want to meet these 2 personalities. And they are looking all around the room. Where are the sons of Kuvera? Where are the sons of Kuvera? Where are the sons of Kuvera? Where is Manigriva? Where is Nalu Kuvera? Where are they? They are in their spiritual bodies now. Where are they? We would like to meet them and we would like to receive them. So, Sningakanta and Madhukanta just had no answer for Nanda Maharaj. And Sningakanta and Madhukanta said, please tell us where they are. Did they actually make it? Did they actually get liberated? They said, yes. So please tell us. And Sningakanta and Madhukanta then looked to the ground And as they're looking to the ground in a very humble way, there's a moment of silence where you could hear a pin drop, and atmosphere is becoming tense. And then Madhukanta looks up and says, "You are looking at them. You are looking at them." So this is the mercy of Krishna. And it all makes sense that Sningakanta and Madhukanta are telling all of Krishna's pastimes in Gokul. They're telling all of these different pastimes, and they had front row seats. They were these two trees, and they were witnessing all of this, of how Vasudev came on that Ashtami night at midnight, and he came to swap the babies. He came to deliver Krishna at the room of Mother Yashoda. He came and seen Putana coming and trying to destroy Krishna. They came and seen Trinavrata. They came and see Shakadasura. All of this they were witnessing firsthand. They were witnessing Krishna stealing that butter from Nanda Maharaj's storehouse. They were witnessing Mother Yashoda preparing all of these boga preparations, mountains and mountains of different types of rice, lakes and lakes of different types of sweet rice and kheer. They were witnessing all of this because they were standing right there in the courthouse of Nanda Maharaj. This is their fortunate position. And this is our fortunate position as well, devotees, that we have it right here because of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. We have it right here, the same nectar that the Nanda Maharaj is and the Mother Yashoda are enjoying in the courthouse in Gokul. They are relishing the same nectar, and we can relish that same nectar in the form of Prabhupada's words, in the form of the Krishna book. It is right there. Prabhupada describes this Krishna book just to be like a rasa gula, a gulab jamun, which soaking in syrup. These ISKCON bullets, you know these ISKCON bullets? He describes the Krishna book just like that. That means wherever you bite it, it is sweet. So wherever you bite, wherever you open the Krishna book, it is just pure nectar. So let's relish these Krishna's pastimes. Prabhupada actually said that you drink hot milk at night and read Krishna book and you will dream of Krishna. You will dream of Krishna. So that's the easy formula. Hot milk, read Krishna book and dream about Krishna. So we're here very, very fortunate devotees that we have this nectar. But we can't keep this nectar to ourselves. Because devotional service is not teaching us this. This process of bhakti yoga is not teaching us this. This process of bhakti yoga is making our stone-like hearts, it's making it soft like butter through this process of Krishna consciousness. Because the more devotional service we do, the more our hearts become soft and more we can sow these seeds of bhakti. More we can sow. And so, as we're doing this, we need to keep on watering it. Watering these seeds of bhakti so that they can sprout back home to the spiritual world. Sprout back home to Krishna's lotus feet. So as we're practicing this, practicing Krishna consciousness, our hearts are becoming softer. We are developing compassion. We are developing all sorts of good qualities automatically just by practicing bhakti yoga. So we cannot be selfish. A devotee sees the suffering of other living entities as it takes that suffering as his own. The world is suffering, the world is burning. And we need to shower it with this mercy that Prabhupada has given us. The more we give out, the more mercy we will get for ourselves. That's the benefit. We don't want the benefit, but that's the benefit. The more we give out, the more mercy we will get for ourselves. So it's really a wonderful pastime where we relished it for 1 month. We drank so much of nectar for 1 month. But what now? What now? Do we just go home with our bellies? Oh, that was a good paneer sabji today. The puris were just first class. The pakoras were just golden crisp. It was perfect. Kartik was so wonderful. It doesn't stop here, devotees. We have to try to make some endeavor every single day. Every single day. Tomorrow, the japa should be better than today. Tomorrow, my reading should be better than what it was today. Tomorrow, my whatever service I'm performing should be better than what I did today. And then Krishna will send more and more blessings, and then we can quickly advance. So this is it. O Lord Damodar, in your form as a baby, Mother Yashoda bound you to a grinding stone with a rope of tying cows. You then freed the sons of Kuvera, Manigriva and Nalukuvera, who were cursed to stand as trees, and you gave them a chance to become your devotees. Please bless me in the same way. I have no desire for liberation into your effulgence. Shri Shri Yashoda Damodar ki, Shri Shri Radha Radhanath ki, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki, Srila Prabhupada, Savior of the whole world ki, Nitai Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna. Let's give Vibhu Chaitanya Prabhu a big round of applause. Aren't we glad we stayed for that, devotees? So the mercy, like Vibhu Prabhu said, does not end here. We have 5 gifts to give away. So let's see who will get these gifts. Vibhu Chaitanya Prabhu, you can stay where you are.
We can do that, but whoever wants to offer a lamp now can do it before the altar closes for the night. So is there anyone coming for the first time today? We're giving free gifts. It's the Bhakti sale. Please come, Mataji. 4 more gifts. Hare Krishna. Welcome. Thank you. I can tell you a quick story of the Bhagavad Gita that happened in December last year. A gentleman walked into our temple in Tirupati. And as he walked in, he was all flustered. He approached the devotee and he said, I need a Bhagavad Gita right now. The devotee said, oh, no problem, we have plenty. He goes and he gets a Bhagavad Gita, he presents it to this gentleman, and the gentleman starts crying and falls down. And the devotee was thinking, did I do something to harm you? Did I do something to offend you? And he just starts crying. And as he's doing this, he starts thinking, he says, just give me a minute. And he composes himself, but as he composes himself, he then narrates the story. And he said, earlier today, I died. I died? You died? Yes, I died. I died. The servants of Yamaraj, the Yamadutas, came and took me away. They had this whip. They whipped me around my neck and they were dragging me to the courthouse of Yamaraj. And as I was approaching Yamaraj, Yamaraj sees me at the distance and Yamaraj says, not him. You brought the wrong one. Take him back. So as the servants of the Yamadutas were taking the soul back, the body was already on its way to the cremation ghat. And as it was on its way to the cremation ghat, they were trying to quickly put the soul back into the body. and they whispered in his ear that there is a local temple nearby who sells this Bhagavad Gita as it is. You go and you get yourself a Bhagavad Gita as it is. But if you have a Bhagavad Gita, we have strict instructions from Yamaraj not to touch anyone who has Bhagavad Gita as it is. So go immediately to the temple and get yourself a Bhagavad Gita. So the soul goes back into the body, and then he jumps up, and everyone gets so afraid, like they saw a ghost. They get so afraid, they drop the palanquin. He gets up and he starts running to the temple to get his Bhagavad Gita. Gantaraj Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. True story, devotees, just happened last year and was told by Jayapataka Maharaj. Please, Kanaya. And if you got one, you can then go distribute it. Please, Prabhu, please come. Come on. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Mataji, you came back? Hare Krishna. Thank you. No. Yeah, thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Thank you, devotees. I'm really happy to be back with you today. And don't clap hands, but you can do me one favor. That every time you'll come to the temple and see Radha Radhanath, please say a small prayer for me. It will be really appreciated. Srila Prabhupada ki, Shri Radha Radhanath ki. You can sing for a few minutes while because they're going to close up.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. He Govinda, He Gopal, Keshav Madhav Deen Dayal. He Govinda, He Gopal, Keshav Madhav Deen Dayal. Deen Dayal Prabhu, Deen Dayal Prabhu, Deen Dayal. Shyam Sundar Kanhaiya Lal, Girivar Dhari Nand Dulal. नंद दुलार प्रभु नंद दुलार प्रभु नंद दुलार। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। बोलो जय गोविंदा जय गोपाल केशव माधव दीन दयाल। दीन दयाल प्रभु दीन दयाल प्रभु दीन दयाल। दीन दयाल प्रभु दीन दयाल प्रभु दीन दयाल। श्याम सुंदर कन्हैयालाल गिरवरधारी नंद दुलार। श्याम सुंदर कन्हैयालाल गिरवरधारी नंद दुलार। नंद दुलाल प्रभु नंद दुलाल प्रभु नंद दुलाल। अच्युत केशव श्री राधा माधव गोविंद गोपाल हरि। अच्युत केशव श्री राधा माधव गोविंद गोपाल हरि। अच्युत केशव श्री राधा माधव गोविंद गोपाल हरि। अच्युत केशव कृष्ण राधा माधव गोविंद गोपाल हरि। अच्युत केशव श्री राधा माधव गोविंद गोपाल हरि। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जय राधा
Raman Radha Raman Radhe. Jaya Radha Ramana Radha Ramana Radhe. Jaya Radhe Radhe. Jaya Radhe Radhe. Jaya Radhe Radhe. Jaya Sri Radhe. Jaya Sri Radhe. Jaya Sri Radhe. Jaya Sri Radhe. Jaya Radha Damodar Radha Damodar Radhe. Jaya Radha Gopinath Radha Gopinath Radhe. Jaya Radha Banki Bihari Radha Banki Bihari Radhe Radhe. Jaya Radha Shama Sundar Radha Shama Sundar Radhe Radhe. Jaya Radha Radhanath Radha Radhanath Radhe. Bolo 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 bolo. Jaya Radha Radhanath Radha Radhanath Radhe. Jaya Giri Govardhan Jaya Giri Govardhan Giri Govardhan Jaya Giri Govardhan Giri Govardhan Giri Govardhan Nittai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nittai Gaur Hari Bol Nittai Gaur Hari Bol
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari
Nittai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol. Jaya Radha Damodar Radha Damodar Radhe. Jaya Radha Damodar Radha Damodar Radhe. Jaya Radhe Sham Radhe Sham Radhe Sham Jaya Radhe Sham. Jaya Radhe Sham.